And we are live! Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, happy time zones wherever you might be, and welcome back to the House of Hubris, here on twitch.tv/Saracent. Welcome back to the wildly larger than expected thing that is the Zero Escape series, and welcome back to Zero Time Dilemma, where we have this good title graphic that I can leave on and it won't suddenly go into a cinematic that spoils everything, unlike the previous two games. So yes, this is part, 6 now? If you were here last time, you'll remember... so much. We saw the timeline where Sigma loses his arms and his eyes, and it's because he's really bad at defusing bombs, it turns out. And that's the kind of timeline that links onto the bad future that we already played the game of. In which it's also implicit that he... well, implicit... yes, we saw the time knife, basically. In which it's heavily implicit, I think, at the minute, that he goes to the moon with Diana, and she lives with him, and then later dies, and... yeah, she is the... yeah, she's the person he worked with before he made Luna in her image. Also, there's heavy implications that Sigma and Diana are falling for each other. And a thing that I may have accidentally intuited, or they're doing a reveal in a weird order of, where Phi has some connection to them as well. I'll let that go implicit for the time being. Also, Q is a robot. That mask is his head. He's one of many identical Q robots built by Zero. Now that I think about it, it would be weird because Dr. Klim's mind would have gone back to the future and now Diana is living with the original Sigma that she's never met. No. No, because all through this period, old Dr. Klim's consciousness is in young Sigma's body. Right? Yeah, this is the line where it's just old Sigma in young Sigma's body. He doesn't bounce back again until the very end and the start of Virtue's Last Reward, so at like 2070 what? Oh yeah, Sigma came back after the war. Oh. This timeline is a mess. And I'm glad y'all are keeping track of it better than I am, because I am, frankly, not. Time knife indeed. But yeah, so these are all things that happened. We got Q's quote-unquote happy ending, where he makes a version of a simulacrum of himself that has a happy virtual life inside the quantum computer, and we all talked about the Matrix for a bit. Probably a bunch of other stuff. I can barely remember. There was so much. There was so much. We've been through the fluorine showers scene with everyone, and we've now got a whole meta timeline where nobody pressed the button, and that's the big long straight one on the left that looks like it's leading towards probably the true ending, in that we are now doing stuff with the force quit boxes with everyone, which up until last episode I had forgotten existed. And I think that's it. Probably some other stuff. And then I got really stuck because I ran out of fragments to look at. Since then, I have... let's actually load the game. Yes, so we have the biohazard thing, which is after... yes, it turns out that the outbreak of Radical 6 was because Mira injected Phi with it. And Diana was the voice talking to Control on the recording that we heard in the previous game, where she was like, I've killed 6 billion people, for some reason, because she wasn't involved at all. I think that's it. Oh, there'll be more. Everything will keep happening so much. Okay, so here we are. We don't have any fragments that are marked as new for anyone. So, after last time, and there's still so much, and there's a few, like, puzzles we don't know the answers to, stuff like that. But, yeah, after coming off air last time, I looked it up, and it turns out, nothing in the game hints towards this, but it turns out that the problem was because we still haven't opened possible alternative timelines for things to cross over with, because we never actually rigged the vote in such a way that Q Team or D Team died in the first vote. So we need to run it back and make sure people vote for those in the kind of overarching meta time that we are creating, so that all possibilities are available for all later timelines. So yeah, that's why I was very annoyed 5 minutes after finishing the last stream. So, let's kill Q Team. So we jump back to the very first execution votes.
Like
I am... Carlos, I can't remember who you said you were going to vote for, but you're voting for Q Team. Now we have a fast forward through that. Do we get the scene with Q Team dying? Oh,
hey,
looks promising.
Yeah.
Why are there so many physics on her boobs? Yeah, here we go.
Where are we? I think this is the pod room.
damn it! It's no use.
Seriously, whoever
Locked
animated
and
her
won't
chest
open.
needs to calm down immediately.
What's with this collar?
I don't know.
I mean,
It was
whoever
on my
designed
neck
her
when I
chest needs
woke
to
up.
calm down immediately.
You fucking brat! It has to be you.
It's not. Eric, stop.
And tell us how to get this thing off.
I mean, the bomb collar shouldn't be too much of a problem for
I
Q,
don't-
given that his head detaches.
A door.
Maybe it's...
Is this another exit?
Oh yes, and Zero spoke directly to the player and gave us an 8-digit code like, you'll know when to use this, and every time I thought I knew when to use it, I didn't.
2 votes is you, Q-Team. As such, according to the rules, Q-Team will be executed.
Oh,
What are you saying?
This is a joke, right?
this is a thought, because this is in the
Was
pod
a trap
room.
set up by C-Team.
That's where we saw Mira before.
Possibilities. You have caused one of them to become
Interesting.
realized. That's all it is.
What the heck? What is this?
Take it off! I said take it off!
And that's a strange animation,
Open,
but
damn
then...
it!
I should really not start calling out individual strange animations in this game, because... death is certain, the time is not. So some of the off-screen animations are really funny to me. You may have gathered this by now. Okay. Did that on its own... That on its own unlocked some new fragments. Okay, I guess. So now, run it back again, and this time Carlos vote for D Team.
Like
Again, I'm getting some bad frame rates on my stream preview. I don't know, like on my preview of the actual Twitch rather than my own Streamlabs. Let me know if y'all are having any problems. I'll see what I can do to fix it. Seems fine on that side. Excellent. Because yeah, I mean that's how it was last time. So just thought I'd check. Clearly, my computer is just not enjoying itself lately, which is a shame because I enjoy it very much. That was a weird way of phrasing it, Emma. Anyway. Vote for D. Wouldn't that be great if somebody was trying to get elected and that was their entire their entire platform? Just vote for the D.
Just help.
Bear seeks seat last. And Q team also vote for D team.
What?
Quack.
Diana?
Ah, here we go.
Diana!
They could have got a collar. They could have got any of these collars that fit. I mean, honestly.
Chloe, I think it's the healing room.
Hey! Open this door!
What is this color? No idea. Zero must have put them on us. But let's take them off.
Oh, and Q's real name is Sean.
There's no hole for a key.
Except that wasn't the answer when I later
Must be
got
a
what is
way.
Q's real name, which was odd. Or at least the person all of the identical Qs are based on is named Sean.
2 votes is here.
That might be relevant. I don't know what's relevant. Let's be real. Anything could be relevant at this point. Sigma's Nike eyebrows could be relevant.
D team will be executed.
No!
Damn it!
Why? What's Q team thinking? If
Seriously,
they were going to choose us,
if when she puts her head down,
there's
she
no
can
point
also
in
fit her
sitting
chin
down.
inside that collar.
That's
It's massive.
true, but
there has to be a trick to this game. Something nonsensical. Illogical, maybe.
Yes, this was illogical.
Trying hard.
Sean Sean.
In a way,
I believe.
Would you stop talking nonsense?
Zero! You won't get away with this! I swear I'll...
Sigma, let's jump.
What?
May you rest in peace. Perdita acta est fabula.
Applaud. The player's finished. The story, even brain. Why does the collar come off in one piece? You'd think the explosion would have left some kind of damage to it as well. Okay, now that we've seen all the animations and those are all lit up. We still only have the one new fragment, but also, apparently, it's possible that we will have unlocked some of the locks after the end of fragments we've seen. I'm going to try this thing one more time, just because it was annoying me last time. Back to the three-way standoff before Eric shoots a grenade launcher and dies. Because we have a fourth option here. Who will we kill? Q. Please input Q's name. Sean. Error. Was it spelled differently? I just remember saying Sean. No, it's clearly looking for something else. I swear it was SEAN. Okay, so let's go and do that one fragment we've now unlocked with Carlos. Well, not just Carlos, C-Team in general. And it looks like we'll have another escape room to do before we worry about other things, so that's fun. Ambidex. We're bringing that back. God, guys, Ambidex is so 2078.
This nuclear reactor automatically supplies electricity for years without any extra input.
And you put a Black Widow symbol on it. That's not ominous.
I read it in the manual that's right over there.
Wait, you don't think Zero plans to lock us in this shelter for years
Strong
and
answer.
years, do you?
That's not funny.
Junpei, what
Pointless.
happened to
I
you?
checked it already. Damn. That means we're trapped.
It's the new year. 22
It's
years
always
since
the
Maria
new
was
year
born.
somewhere.
Never thought there'd be
That's
a time.
really the moral I'm getting from this
Wish her
game.
Happy New Year. This is the worst year ever.
She your girlfriend?
No. She's my little sister. She,
Oh, right,
fell
okay.
ill 10
It's
years ago
heartfelt
and was
confessional
admitted to the
time now.
hospital. I figured she'd be lonely in there, so I always stop by after work.
That's...
Every good morning
Wow,
and
Junpei.
good night was so important to us.
In the year that's passed, Junpei has forgotten how to express any human emotion. He is so damaged so quickly.
That's right. Happy New Year, Junpei.
What's with you all of a sudden?
All of a sudden.
I wanted to say that to you for 10
That's not
years.
English. Guys?
I couldn't.
You say it now, but I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say.
Typically one says
At
Happy
least
New
give
Year
her a
back.
proper response. You're her boyfriend, right?
No, I am not. She's just
And
a
I'm still
childhood
salty
friend.
about that
Really?
fact.
And here I thought you were dating.
Because you are just oozing with unresolved tension.
I'm sorry if I made things awkward.
Things were already
I
awkward, you're good.
just wanted to learn how you guys were connected. The best way to build teamwork is to know
Go
who
on.
your partners are.
Go on, tell them how you're
How like
connected,
a
and I'll go and,
firefighter.
like, make a cup of tea and
Well,
write a book while you're
Leave it at
doing
that
it.
for now. Okay, we can't hang around here like this forever. Let's find a way out.
Okay, or we could just move straight the hell on. Goal-oriented Carlos. Our favourite firefighting aromantic himbo. What the hell is all this white, mysterious white substance that I can't even examine? This is a keyhole on something. Yeah, seriously, all this random white staining is slightly concerning outside a nuclear reactor. What is this even meant to be? And we can't interact with it at all. And wow, why have we dutched the camera so much? This is a gas heater. There's no fire. This is a door. This is a door that's closed. This is a valve. Let's open the valve. What could go wrong? So now we've probably turned the gas on and we're all going to asphyxiate. Put two rectangular objects into the heater. Here we have a locker with a power switch, two lights, one to the left, one at the bottom, yeah. What? Okay, that's a piece of interface that was never in this game before. Flipping the switch does nothing because there's no power. And hoverboards don't work in water unless you've got power. There's no water either. Is this ice? Is this meant to be ice? Open the stream and the first word you heard was asphyxiate. Yeah, that's part of the course. This is the valve for the water pipes. It's frozen shut. Okay, right. So, this is ice. I just was wondering why the room was filled with piles of salt / mysterious white liquid. Power distribution lever. Turn that, see what happens. Lights aren't on, power isn't on, nothing is on. There's a slider. Can we push the slider? No, apparently not. Oh, it's actually ice. Oh god, if it's ice 9, I'm turning this stream around. The thermometer is sitting at -10 degrees Celsius. By thermometer, do you mean thermostat? There's a theme park once with a -30 attraction. That seems unsafe. Don't know what's up with my throat right now. Can I adjust this, or is it actually a thermometer and not a thermostat? There's a drainage ditch there. It's a very strange design. Yes, because everything else about this room completely normal and safe and perfectly designed by humans. Oh, and Twisted Werewolf in with the 10-month resub. Thank you so much, Sai. It's good to have you around. Water could just splash right now. Honestly, this is a health and safety nightmare, and everything else about this place perfectly up to code. Here's another box. Let's turn this switch on as well. Oh, it's too dangerous. What's too dangerous? What? It's not leaking, but it's too risky to chance? Why would we get shocked? What's leaking? This would fit on the drain? Yes, it would. Okay. Now can I turn this on? Power switch for the exposed wires? What exposed wires? There are exposed wires? Oh, the wires here are exposed. Okay. Right, so you want us to fill these with water so that we can use them to bridge the circuit, which is a bad idea, especially when one is complaining about health and safety, but hey. Okay, we've got another locker over here, we've got another valve, let's open this gas valve, la 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 la. Kayakane. Now, we have this. It's a gas heater, but there's no gas. If it isn't broken, we should be able to get some warm air flowing. There's a lot going on in here. This is the main gas valve. Let's open that. Okay, now we can fill the room with gas and asphyxiate. The valve is open, so there should be gas. It'll get warmer in here if we lit it. Correct. But I don't think we currently have any way of doing so. Door there still does nothing. We need to light a fire. And we should probably light a fire soon, because we've just left the gas open. Here's the other end of that water conduction bridge. Here we have this. What is this for? Looks like a poster printer. Let's come back after the power's on. Okay, fine. Hate it in point-and-clicks where they're just like, that's a good idea, but not just yet. Did we open the water valve? No, because it's frozen and we need to turn the gas on. We need to shut these drainage ditches. They're not ditches, they're just drains. If we want to flood the room, which we will. Oh, that's a sparkly thing. It's a box of matches. Well, isn't that convenient for us and the clock? Now we just need to light a fire. Yeah, I know. I want to light a fire. I have matches. Gas should be flowing, but now we just need to light a fire. Yes, I know. That's what I'm trying to do, game. There's 2 rectangular holes in the drawer. Okay. What bit of the gas heater do you want me to click on? Now we just need to light a fire. I am trying to light a fire. Game. That's a lever with a keyhole that we can't touch. There's something else on the floor. What about the other gas heater? Ah! We could open that door, apparently. Maybe we need something to light on fire? Well, no, because that's what the gas is for. That's the whole point of a gas heater. The fuel is the gas. Okay, so we managed to light a fire in there, despite that not in any way being in the animations. And now everything has melted very quickly. Well, not everything, okay. Everything on one side of the room, because that's how heat works, question mark? Does the tap work now? No, we need to check the main water valve, which we couldn't turn because it was frozen, and it's still frozen. We already sealed that drain. There's another switch we can turn. I don't think it's doing anything because we don't have power. We shouldn't turn that on until we've got the water sorted out. Okay. That's a power distributor, which doesn't matter because we have no power. Junpei is trying to be a macho man, and it's not working. You need to figure out how to melt the ice. I mean, you're holding a box of matches. Even if you can't turn the gas heater on, you can still do something about the ice with the box of matches. Anyway. Okay, so that's just on indefinitely. So that's fine. Can't open the door to get in to actually light the thing because it's locked. And presumably we need to have two rectangular objects to put in there to unlock it. The design of this room seems unintuitive. You can tell that by my lack of intuiting. Because turning the heater on this side has melted all this ice, which has accomplished nothing. There wasn't anything here. No, because wherever I click, it's just nothing's on the screen. We'll look at it when the power's on. There's a computer here. The power's not on, so they don't do anything. Does this can we pull this lever? I didn't try. No, it's not budging. We need a key. Nope. Trying to get out of the heater. Huh. Is this... Oh no, because the water valve is still shut. And we definitely can't use the matches on this. We have to find... Like I say, the way to melt the ice should surely be with the matches. Aha! There's a switch for the power Hey! That's something. Okay. Monta's got some text on it. Looks like the guide for using the panel. Door cannot be opened due to insufficient power. If the power for the facility drops below the operational minimum, air circulation will be halted. That would be bad. Do not enter a room where air is not circulating, as suffocation may result. I mean, that's just true in life. Door won't open because there's no power, and we should be careful what we touch so that we don't all die. Okay, so we've got the distributor thing sending that way, so now it's sending power to this locker, which is pointing down, so can we open this bottom bit? Aha! And it's given us a puzzle. Great. Love that so much. Let's fiddle with it until something happens. So much of the security of this facility is just based around, can you match shapes to the same shape somewhere else? And frankly, that's a level of poor security that I appreciate, because if there was more, I wouldn't be able to do it. So, you know, can't complain. No. We solved it somehow. It wasn't hard, my man. There's something inside it. It's a sink plug. Okay. It's 2 sink plugs. And now let's turn the power switch to the other bit so we can get this locker. And pick up a steel mold. The favourite of point-and-click adventures everywhere. And then we turn the power to the other locker. Okay, this is beginning to become slightly more intuitive, although it was really annoying that we had to find that one specific thing. Here's a block of tin. Alright. Oh, I haven't opened this. Grab a freezing extinguisher? Oh, okay, a freezing fire extinguisher. I was like, what's a freezing extinguisher? What, is this something that extinguishes freezing? I think that is just called your box of matches. Oh no, it is. It's a thing of very cold gas, I guess. It's just a bottle of dry ice. Okay. I guess. Freezing extinguisher, just a flamethrower. Yeah, basically. So, now, that mold, that looks rectangular. Will it fit in one of these slots? I saw this coming. I've played point and clicks, and then do we put the block of metal in the other slot? I'm not convinced that a gas heater like this would provide sufficient heat to melt tin, but let's run with it. What happens if we close this? Well, the thing opens. And now we take our matches. We light a fire. Looks like the fire's lit. No, it doesn't look like the fire's lit. There is no art for the fires. Which it only adds to the wild unintuitiveness of this whole room. Did we hear a sound below? Sorry, I had a second coffee. Let's take a look. There's something in here. It's a key. Who could have seen that coming? Then does this key fit here? Why, yes it does. And now we can pull the lever. Why do you look so happy about this, Junpei? Is it going to be a creepy reason? Too much anime, it does look like a lever that can control a giant robot. Okay, yeah, fair. That's an old reference. What, are they not still making new Gundam series in 2028? I find that hard to believe. They're going to be making new Gundam series until the end of time. At which point Yoshiyuki Tomino will still be alive and reigning over us as some kind of immortal god emperor fueled by the power of his franchise. That's how it works. And now let's start talking about my sister, who is ill, by the way, and I love her. Let's just pull random levers attached to a nuclear reactor. That's never ended bad anywhere. What? The reactor turbine? That's not a sentence. Looks like the shields came down. Okay, that will probably come into play at some point. Okay, now that this is unfrozen, we can turn the ice. No, we can turn the valve now that there is no ice. And we need to plug these sinks. Oh, look, 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 it fits super well. Yay. Akane, you're so strange. And we turn on the water. Oh my, it's flowing out over the side. Weird phrasing. I do not get the dynamic they've tried to put between Akane and Junpei in this. It is very strange. Let's grab our other sink plug. Guess this plug was meant to be used here. Okay, calm down, Junpei of Amigara fault. Goes down into the ditch. And now both of these ditches are filled, so let's do something really stupid. Ditches are full of water, turning the power on now will... Thanks, camera. The monitor's over there turned on. I would have never believed this would work. That's because, and hear me out here, Akane, it wouldn't, but I'm prepared to go with it. It is not the worst abuse of science in these games by a long shot. And here we have a puzzle, because it's always a puzzle. Oh, it's just this one again, where we have to fit everything into the right slot. I'm not convinced there's a place this can go in this orientation. No. So. This is the way to do it. Just start with the big ones, and they will rapidly solve themselves. Okay, that could fit pointing to the left. And that's the only place it can fit. What next? Let's put this Phi in. Huh. Appropriately starting with Sigma and Phi. Okay, X at the top. Would fit there. X at the right would fit there. So that's annoying. X at the bottom would fit there. Okay, there's a few places that could fit. What about this delta? That'd fit there, but then it would mean nothing could go in that top left corner. What about this Chi? That could fit in so many places. Need to work out what's going to go in there. Okay, it has to be... I mean, it has to be this delta, doesn't it? I may have screwed something up. Okay, well, where can we put this big alpha? Yes, I know it's the same as an A, but... the rest are all Greek letters, so I have no reason to assume it's not an alpha. Okay, that would fit there. So we could fit this there or there. Either way, it blocks like this bit. That's fine, I'll leave that in for now. This fits nowhere upright. Actually, if I'm doing this, I should not leave that there. It can fit there or there in that orientation. There in that one. Oh, or if we... no, but the alpha will definitely overrun that, so that can't be it. Okay, I need to stop trying to do this so systematically and just start plugging things in and seeing what happens. No, because at this point I can't put this Phi anywhere. There must be somewhere else to put the Sigma, because otherwise we're never going to be able to hit that. Unless... wait. No. No, because that's too wide. Am I sure there was nowhere else to put this? Yes, I am aware I'm probably putting too much effort into systematically solving... oh, that can just turn around there. Of course, that makes a lot more sense. And then that can go there. No. That can go there. Oh hey, suddenly, now that I changed that one faulty premise, things work. Who could have seen such an occurrence coming? That goes there. That goes there. Like, that goes there. That goes... Ah. What if we put that in there? That there. We just created the same problem in a slightly different state. Yes, we have. This is a tough one. Oh. This is a toughie. What if that's there? Aha! The wonderful power of slightly more hydration. We did it. We none of these idiots are qualified to handle a nuclear reactor. The core lit up and now it's spinning, and also we all have radiation poisoning. And the poster printer turned on. Should be able to use this to do something. Oh, it's a mirrors puzzle. Can we rotate mirrors? Oh, we move whole rows. And we can only move them in the directions it says. Okay. And we can't run it off the page. Okay, so let's work this out. And we can't move them sideways. But that's fine. That wants to go through there. But then if we can't move them sideways, how do we get anything above that? Because we don't, we move that out of the way entirely, and then that goes into this one instead. Okay, I mean, there's only two states this can exist in, and that is clearly the right one. And then we send that up there, but then there can't be anything above it because we can't move side to side. Likewise, then there can't be anything below it, so we must do that. I think that wants to be down there. See, this is the kind of puzzle that relies on you being able to do some visualization. which I famously very bad at. That has to be there to bring the red down, but then... yeah, and then that goes around there. But then, how do we bring the yellow up? Surely we'd need that down there for that. But then that will inevitably send it back that way, which isn't ideal. Is there some kind of sub-control I'm doing here? Each lane move shifted up and down. No, that's... so that is everything. It feels like there's just not enough mirrors to do it all. That's the thing. And we can't change the orientation of mirrors, no. Maybe the problem is right at the start here. That... yeah, that's it. Yeah. Okay, then this is the only row where none of them are being used. I know, and that they're not either. But that wouldn't work, so that puts it to the top. Definitely can't be that. Can't be that. And that doesn't work. Because there can't be anything below that. But what if... well, that puts it into A side, it's the wrong side, but you know. This would be trivial if I could just shift that center bottom... no, that's the thing, I can't move the center column. If I could, this would be fairly trivial. But I cannot. Wait a minute. No? Oh, no, because that doesn't send it far enough to the left. Oh, this is infuriating. Also, I appear to have broken where blue goes. Oh no. No, because that needs to be there to have the higher mirror. Okay, so it looks like at least one of these I'm solving in the wrong way. Let's work out which one. hurts me. If anyone in the chat wanted to find us a hint or give me advice, I am entirely open to that. I am pretty much always open to advice about puzzles I deeply cannot get. Second to last row up one. What from here? Third to last. Oh, right. But if I have it out of yellow's way, then it interferes with the others. But I guess that does not get yellow where it needs to be. That gets yellow to where green wants to be. Third to last row is in the wrong spot. You said get it out of yellow's way. That's where I'd put it. It only this column only has 2 states it can be in. 3 states it can be in, right? Oh, this looks promising. There you go. As ever, the real pro technique is aimlessly noodling until something happens. That's an Emma promise. I don't know. Hubris brand promise right there. Does this mean the reactor core will be hit with radiation as well? Well, I bloody hope so, and that it wasn't just a meaningless light puzzle. Also, that's not really how nuclear reactors work, but hey. No, none of this is even close to how nuclear reactors work, but then none of you should be handling nuclear reactors, so it's all good. Oh look, it was a terrible idea. Who could have seen this coming? Everything is bad? Everything is bad. What did the screens say? Evacuate or shut down the power. We can't evacuate, maybe we can shut down the power. We should do that. The error's preventing the power from turning off. That's a concept. Gotta at least do something before it's too late. Well, we can get our freeze extinguisher, and we can freeze these water bridges. The animation didn't actually convey what was going on there, but sure. But hey, disaster's been averted. The door opened, and Akane is scream. The top layer of the ice melted, and she stepped in the water. Oh my god, she has done clumsy girl thing. Seriously, this series needs to decide whether Akane is a psychic supervillain
okay.
or an anime girl.
Just unconscious.
The two do not go together.
I see.
Now announcing the current casualties. Q-Team, Q.
Okay, so this is a timeline where Q-Team died.
These 3 are now deceased. As a result, 3 X-passes will be revealed.
I kill fool. I still think that's a hilarious combination.
It had to have been the vote.
No, we can't be sure.
I like that. That was focusing as if it was waiting for Akane to take part in this conversation.
Yeah. You're right.
Akane is
We need to
unconscious.
focus on getting out of here somehow.
You seem to be forgetting that the exit's still locked.
Well then, all we can do is go into that room.
Absolutely. What could possibly go wrong?
What the hell is this thing? Akane?
She's laying down outside. The hell is this?
No clue. Something's up on the monitor, though.
Yes, because handily she's unconscious, given that she's the only one who would know what the AB game was. Yes, it wants her to be a psychic supervillain and a weak anime girl, and the combination makes no sense. Anyway, here's the rules of the AB game. Players Carlos and Junpei stand before the monitor, vote to ally or betray, must vote at the same time. Like, exactly the same time. If the timing is off, everyone will be executed. Both of you start with 3 BP. This will change based on voting results. Here's the prisoner's dilemma. We've been over it a lot. Except the numbers, slightly different. And it's asymmetrical? So if they both ally, both gain 3 BP. If both choose betray, nothing happens. If Carlos allies and Junpei betrays, Carlos loses 3, Junpei gains 6. That's a weird way to set it up. I feel like that's actually just like exploitable if we're allowed to do repeated rounds. When everybody's BP reaches 9, the door will unlock. If your BP drops to 0, you will be executed by it injecting you with presumably tuber curarin. Others will share the same fate as you. If Carlos dies, Diana and Sigma die. If Junpei dies, Akane and Phi die. Okay. There's a lot of permutations in this.
Share the same fate.
No, you didn't say it in the brackets voice. Share the same
Akane
fate.
and Phi die too.
And Diana and Sigma are killed if I die.
Yeah, I just read all of this, guys. You don't need to as well.
How far is Zero going to go with his toying with us?
I mean, there's a lot of flowchart left.
Ally?
Or betray. Well, what'll it be, Carlos?
What's it gonna
What do you
be
say?
then, eh?
Isn't it obvious? We choose ally twice. We'll add 6 additional points to our initial 3. And we'll both end up with 9 BP. No one dies, no one gets hurt. The exit door
And this
will
is why
open.
we've got 3 endings from this on the
Since you will be
flowchart.
able to get
Is
out.
everybody lives, one person dies, other
Oh.
person dies.
Yeah, I get it.
There's nothing gained by choosing betray, right?
And yet we're
Zero's
going to have
aiming
to,
for us to kill ourselves off here.
because you've got to do the date.
All right. Hey, before we do this, do you mind if we check on Akane?
Okay, weird hiatus in the action. I love how he just
girl
left her
here,
lying in the middle of the floor.
She's always been really
You
smart.
could have at least propped her
If she
against a
thinks
wall
the
or something.
tiniest thing is
Or
off,
away from the water
she'll start
bridges.
debating with buts and ifs, like someone at least twice her age. But to all of us, back in grade school, she was pretty strange. Well, I guess she came across as scary.
Did she get bullied a lot?
No. It was just, well, not many people wanted to be friends. I always saw her sitting in a corner, curled up, hugging her knees, and all alone. I decided that I'd stay by her side to watch over and protect her, if I could.
That's a creepy
And
way of
one day-
thinking about it.
Her beloved rabbits were killed by some stupid middle schoolers.
No matter how much it
Fun.
might be canon, I'm still not
She didn't
convinced
take
that
it
she
well.
didn't do that herself.
So, without telling me,
Also, those
or
water
the
bridges
teachers,
clearly still
she went
flowing.
to their hutch, crying and
We tried to fix this problem, and the
apologizing
animation did
over
not
and
believe us.
over to them. That was over 10 years ago. A memory that's been tucked away in my brain, covered in dust.
I think what we
When I
call
saw
those
her again
are
last
obsessions.
year, I was reminded of that time. I just can't not keep an eye on her. I know, she always goes and just quietly shoulders everything herself. That's why I want to protect her. I wanted to help her bear whatever weight she's taken up.
Again,
I truly felt
this
that.
game has completely forgotten that she was Zero, right?
Well, I don't know. It was like I didn't know her as well as I thought I did. Hell, I couldn't... Right.
Die now.
Right.
Or to die now.
Right.
Die now.
Right.
Die now.
Right.
Die now.
Right.
Or to die now.
Right.
To die now.
Right.
Die now.
Right.
Or to die now.
Right.
To die now.
Right.
Die now.
Right.
Die now.
Right.
To die now.
Right.
Die now.
Right.
Die now.
Right.
Or to die now.
Right.
Die now.
Right.
Die now.
Right.
Or to die now.
Right.
To die now.
Right.
Die now.
Right.
So let's get out of this room. By both picking ally. We'll work on getting out of this shelter after that. Okay. Let's get this over with.
Let's.
Yeah. Back to the room for us.
Also, I think it's hilarious that Carlos has just delivered this huge impassioned speech about how we should both vote ally for the good of everyone, and I am absolutely about to vote betray because you do the dick move first. And also, have they just laid a
Don't get
cannon
the
in the
timing
middle of the
wrong,
room
okay?
again?
We have to enter them at the same time to...
I know.
All right. Here we go.
Ah, that music. That's familiar.
3, 2, 1.
Like I say, just this is why we must choose ally because of my ill sister and betray.
All votes have been received. Results will be displayed on the monitor.
What?
Don't like how there's the expectation that we'll try all the options, but the characters have no reason to do anything other than ally. Yeah, but that's the plot here, is that occasionally they're having their actions controlled by some external force,
Sorry, Junpei.
i.e. me.
Why? It's because you would have picked Betray to protect Akane.
But he
That's
didn't.
what I figured anyway.
Don't lie.
Yeah, wow, just 180 his motivations.
Are dead now. If 3 more die, the X-Store.
Yeah.
That's why you...
No! I wanted to protect Diana and Sigma.
Yeah, just
But the shield that protects.
these are my
is
motivations.
here in the end.
I have new ones if you don't like them.
To bite you in the ass. Carlos, I swear, I'll get you for
The
this.
shield versus spear thing always seems to come up. Is that like a
Give me
proverb
Junpei.
in Japanese? Feels like it would be. Bonk, go to murder jail.
How dare you! How dare you kill Junpei!
Akane!
This is just that escalated quickly the game. Okay, clear through line here. Click betray, get your head turned into jam. While wistful piano music plays.
Akane, you...
Junpei!
She absolutely killed those rabbits. I'm sorry, something about the placement of that flop was extremely funny. Weak constitution but strength like a motherfucker. Yep, basically. I mean, okay, let's maybe not click betray and have our head turned into jam. One of these is open, one of these is locked. That's interesting. So what? Currently we don't have access to a universe where Junpei would betray us, I'm guessing that is? Also, where are we in the overall flowchart, just out of interest? All of these are currently just ends, but who knows if that will persist. You know how these flowcharts are. He did say he'd remember that, that is true. But like, even going back into it now, it still said it was locked. Yeah, if this just turns into a cycle of petty esper revenge, that'd be amazing.
Have been received. Results will be displayed on the monitor.
Yeah! Oh, okay, so did we lock out the both people ally route? Magnificent. Love it.
Why, Junpei? You went and chose ally the last time.
Wait, last time?
Oh!
What the hell are you going on?
Carlos is getting cross-timeline
This is the
memories.
first time we've played.
Ooh. Interesting.
What's going on? How do I even know about it last time?
Everyone here is
Junpei's
are espers,
right.
aren't they?
This should have
Apart
been
from
the
one of
first
them who's a robot.
So, why do I think there was another one? When did this last time happen?
That'll come back to bite you in the ass.
And it did. Like, immediately.
I swear, I'll get you for this.
Yeah. Esper fight.
This
Esper fight. Esper
this is-
fight.
Like when I'm in a fire. Up until
In
now,
the time dying.
I've avoided the paths leading to death. So then maybe I can.
Please, don't think badly of me for this. Later.
I'm just deeply damaged. And also you killed me a minute ago. Which I'm choosing to interpret less that he was calling out his his ill sister, and more that he just wanted to get in one more round of West Side Story before he died. Terrible shame. Okay, can we get the good ending? No, it is still reading locked. Interesting. And that is now an exclamation mark, which is a scene rather than a decision. Interesting. Carlos has become Catholic. Yeah, just getting one last Hail Mary in before death. So now what if we go there? Now I don't have a fast forward
Did
button.
she get bullied a lot?
No. It was just...
Interesting.
Well, not many people wanted to be friends.
Damn it, this game is getting me invested in the structure. I don't get this new animation that they've got for cross-timeline memories. It's weird.
Where?
You
Just
okay?
your future personality hits you like a meteor.
Before the A-B game?
What? Okay... should I keep going?
Junpei, you are also psychic.
Yeah.
Why are you so
I always
constantly
saw her
surprised by this?
Sitting in a corner, curled up, hugging her knees, and all alone.
Are we going to have to listen to this whole story again?
I decided I'd stay
Okay,
by
no,
her
good.
side to watch over and protect her if I could.
Huh?
Then one day, her beloved rabbits were killed by some stupid middle schoolers having fun.
I love how he talks
She
like a
went
man
to
who
their
only
house,
knows the meaning of
crying,
1 in 3 words he's
and
saying.
apologizing over and over to them.
It's a bold character choice.
How do you know that? Did Akane tell you?
No.
Then why? So, gonna stay silent, huh? Fine. Guess there's no point talking about this. Let's just get these votes.
No, wait! Something's weird.
Yeah.
Hello, pot calling kettle.
Whenever I chose in the AB game,
Oh,
it was
damn it,
always the
Junpei,
worst
don't get me
outcome.
back on your side.
What are you talking about?
Junpei? Carlos?
Yep, those are their names. Also, they claim.
I think I understand.
As should Junpei,
I
because you
believe
are
that what
both
you just did was
psychic.
Shift, Carlos.
Shift.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing I
Space-time
found out.
human internal fluctuating transfer.
That's a
A
backronym.
phenomenon where one's mind crosses space and time.
Akane, is that?
The power we used a year ago? The ability
That's a thing.
to
There's a
send and
glossary
receive
type
information
thing
through the morphogenetic
that has more
field.
information about all
It's a
these
simpler
terms that I should
version of
probably
this.
read.
You're saying the me here right now came from a different history?
Yeah, it was the big blue
Well,
thing
your
came through the ceiling.
consciousness, at least. Say you go back in time to when your parents met, using a car as a time machine. Know what movie I'm talking about?
Yes, we know what movie
Yeah,
you're
of
talking
course I do.
about.
The high school protagonist almost gets it on with his own mother.
Why are we
and
just
tries to get
explaining
his
the plot
awkward
of Back to
dad
the
married.
Future?
That's the basic plot, right?
Yes, the story revolves around a boy. We'll call him M.
Just to avoid
Now,
trademarks.
according to the plot,
God,
he's
I made a
successful
Back
at
to the
getting his
Future
parents
joke
to marry.
like half an hour
History
ago.
ends
Come
up
on, guys,
changing
catch up.
slightly. Upon returning to his own time, his father's a famous science fiction writer, and he's rich.
Huh. I guess the hierarchy was switched when his dad punched the neighborhood bully.
But did
Because
you
that's the
notice
real
something
moral
odd
of
about
this
the movie?
of that story is that violence always
Just
works.
What happened to the M who lived in that fancy house?
Huh. Well, now that you mention it.
I don't think the M from that history appears in the movie at all.
There are two overarching types of stories about time travel.
New game, point and click quiz of the plots of Back to the
First
Future,
type
and the
states
response for
that
failure is
there
death.
always only one history. Meaning, if someone changes the past, that previous past is subsequently erased.
Hope they're never going to need that key for anything else, because it's probably not going to work now she's scratching lines into the floor
Is
with
where
it.
multiple histories exist. This is the many worlds interpretation. One of the more widely believed hypotheses on multiverse theory.
In that
The world
it's
and
not
universe
observably the way, so
split into branches
theorists
as
go,
a result
yeah.
of one's decisions. It's a setup where each branch is able to exist in some form.
but is most definitely canonical in these games.
So, back to the movie. First, let's consider what happens with a single path history. In this case, do you know what M is doing back in his own time?
Like, isn't it
What
really
he's
canon in
doing?
Back to the Future that it's a
Committing
single
a form
path,
of
self-consistent history?
Murder?
Well, think about it. The M who grew up in that fancy house, let's call him M2. M2 should have had a variety of amazing memories from his life. Maybe he met a really cute girl he liked, or was a winner of a contest. The possibilities are endless. All of those memories, every single one was overwritten when M came from another history.
Huh? But the history that disappeared was poor M's.
You're right, that's true. What was erased from existing in time was M's history. But the only memories that M retained...
are those of when he was poor.
So, in effect,
Yeah,
the life
yeah.
that
Back to the
M2
Future
lived
very
through
explicitly
was
addresses
overwritten,
this in its own
all
canon.
because of the actions that the protagonist
These
M
are
took
this
to
is
save his own.
bad interpretation of Back to the
I'd
Future.
say that's the same as killing someone, don't you think?
No, I don't.
Next is the multiverse.
Just that
hypothesis.
look of two men who do not
In
get
this
it at all.
situation, M2's life is never erased. Instead, a mystery remains. So, where did M2...
If your explanation
the
of
version who
something
remembers being well off,
ends with
and
the
disappear
phrase,
to?
but then a mystery remains.
Where
It's
he
not an
went.
explanation.
This is what I think. On the same day that protagonist M used the time machine, M2 for
I'm
some
so distracted
reason,
by her
did
hair
the
clipping
same
through
as
her shoulder
M
all the
and
time.
went back to the past. But then he did the exact opposite of M.
The opposite?
Mm-hmm. He stopped his dad from punching the bully.
Are you trying to write some
So,
kind of Back
when
to
he
the
returned
Future
to his own
fanfic
time,
apocrypha? Because,
it was the
frankly,
world
you're wasting
before
all our
him that
time
lived
with it.
Are you saying that they pretty much switched places?
It would keep everything consistent.
That's depressing.
Would it?
What is?
M2's situation. Well, he ends up getting the bum end of the deal regardless of which scenario happens.
Now that depends on how we assess value.
That's pretty unfair.
Yes, that's true.
Theory, these games are all just Back to the Future fanfic.
This is
Oh god, that
rather
would make
difficult to
a
say,
depressing
Carlos.
amount of sense.
Your case may be exactly the same.
What?
Your consciousness could have come from another
It is.
history.
Anybody ever asked me to explain
Taken
this
over
series,
this
it's just
body.
Saw to the
In
Future.
exchange, the Carlos who was here originally...
Done.
No.
That just direct
Another
face first
reason
flop over of
the other
Junpei is
history?
very funny to me.
There's no use in getting upset. You simply need to accept that that's what shifting is.
Because I just told you. Just believe everything I say and then everything will be fine. God, Carlos.
But wait, Akane, how did you know that Carlos is able to shift?
Because I just said
I
so.
mentioned before that he knows which path has death at the end and which is safe. I just sort of knew, too.
Also, that key is
An
enormous.
arsonist set fire to our house when I was 18.
Now
My
we get
parents
Carlos's traumatic
didn't make it,
superhero origin story.
Though I was able to get my sister
Let's get the
Maria,
popcorn.
but we didn't make a clean escape. Maria fell into some sort of coma.
With the good old
We first
incurable
thought
anime
she
girl
had
disease.
Carbon monoxide poisoning. But that wasn't
In coma
robust.
because girl.
Reverie syndrome.
Not a thing.
A variety of moments flicker in and out of the mind, as if one was constantly dreaming.
That's literally just a coma.
We believe this is what your sister has.
Maria is either receiving large amounts of information from the morphogenetic field, or her consciousness cannot stop its jumping
Wait.
between multiple histories.
Is the mysterious consciousness
Then
that's
she's
controlling
like
these
us.
that's me
Yes,
actually
Though it's
Carlos's
slightly
comatose sister? Because if it is, I
Maria's
swear to
that power is
Christ.
running rampant within her. That is what the reverie syndrome really is.
What?
If a way can be found to control the ability, then she could recover from it.
Is that true? I see. That's good. So there's
Is
some
it?
hope for her.
Is anything that was just said
Hey,
good
Carlos,
in any way?
when you dove into the fire to save your sister, you were able to hear her voice, right?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, she was screaming because she was on fire.
I'm here! I'm over here!
Maria! Maria, is that you? Just stay there! I'm coming to get you!
No matter how you look at it, there was no way her voice could reach me.
And this seems
But
super obvious
I
despite the fact
realized
that I've never
exactly
mentioned
where
it
she
before
was,
now.
And I found her quickly. That was the first time. After that, I could hear victims crying out in the fires.
Okay, this
Which way
would
would
just
lead to
throw
death?
this one out of nowhere.
This ability we have is triggered by intense danger.
When we're threatened by a crisis, it's easier for us to access the field.
I get it. So that's what it was.
So, Carlos, Junpei, shall we shift?
Huh?
What?
There's really no reason to play the AB game. Well, as it stands right now, it's incredibly likely the both of you will decide to pick Ally. But instead of going through that, it'd be better to shift to another history. It'll work! The three of us will definitely be able to do it! But only if we find our lives in danger.
Wait, what do you mean by danger?
How is this better? How is this better, Akane? How is this better?
The control panel has detected an error in the program.
Just press Ally twice and leave the room.
Supply additional deuterium.
That's not how you spell deuterium.
Or disconnect the control panel.
Hey, Akane?
You're really turning the reactor into a bomb?
I told you earlier, didn't I? Our lives have to be in danger for our shift ability to manifest.
This is a bad plan!
This is absolutely nuts! Even if we do manage to do this, the us who are from whatever history we switch with will end up...
Do you plan on dying here then?
Oh, right.
Yeah, so we've got these three shifting. You've got Diana and Sigma using the teleporter to go to other timelines. Q's brain is the quantum computer that can see alternate
Where
realities.
do we need to jump to?
Everyone can do the time jumping, which is why this game makes no sense whatsoever.
You didn't consider that part?
Well, if we knew in advance, the effect of the threat would be lessened.
What?
You're not affected by any of this at all, are you?
That's not true. Here, look, my heart's pounding so fast.
Yes, this is where it remembers that Akane was 0. Bit weird.
2 minutes until detonation.
Hey, it's kind of getting down to the wire here.
Visualizing Q's brain as that zombie quantum computer someone built in Minecraft. I have additional questions.
Shit! Okay, we're just gonna have to go for it. Jump to the same history I am.
How?
The same history?
Which one?
Think! There's a history when we didn't get all ones on the dice rolls. The moment right after that.
I have to find the dice rolls again?
Are you insane? We're just gonna get ourselves killed.
It's okay. I have a plan.
It's a bad plan. I don't know what the plan is, but it's a bad plan.
All right.
I can tell
I
because
trust you,
Junpei's saying
Junpei.
words.
Ah, damn it. Junpei, if we die, I'm gonna kill you.
Okay, let's go.
3, 2, 1.
Okay. Somebody built a quantum computer in Minecraft years ago? Huh. I didn't know this. I don't really follow Minecraft news. Now, is it going to tell me when that is? Yes, thank God it is. Because that takes us back... What is that, there? No. Yeah, the 3 dice, so it will take us back to that. I mean, 2010 was 11 years ago, so I think years ago is fair.
Wait, that one doesn't count.
Your hand slipped. That was it, right?
Yeah, what she said.
You wouldn't mind a little do-over,
Told you it was a
right?
bad plan. Oh, right, okay, no, that wasn't the plan. That was what was happening beforehand.
Did it work?
Yeah, we're all about to get shot with
This
machine
is-
guns. Because the rec room, as ever, is a terrible place to be.
Hurry, Junpei, what was your idea?
Yeah, right. First.
What?
What the hell?
Did you just cold cock
Carlos,
Akane?
put Akane in the fireplace.
What?
Just do it.
Junpei, what are you?
Akane, listen to me. Carlos and I are going to be your shield wall. What?
What are you talking about?
The bullets shouldn't hit you if there are two bodies in front of you.
But if you do that, then you'll...
It's okay. Listen, Carlos and I will protect you and die.
The fuck?
Don't worry,
I'm with
it'll be
Carlos.
fine. Before we die, we just need to shift to another history. Once you hear all of the X passes, Akane, you should follow right away.
The X passes?
In this history, 5 are already dead. Phi's the only other one alive. That means 5 X passes will be revealed. If Carlos's and mine are added to that,
Then there'll be 7.
No!
Damn it, Junpei. What the hell
Yeah,
is this
this is
plan?
taking forever for the machine guns to
you're
start
going to
working.
help, right?
God damn it!
Please, don't do this.
Because it's a stupid plan and those bullets will absolutely
only
go
way.
through people.
Where are we jumping?
To the history when we rolled the dice and they were all ones.
Okay, let's do this then. Let's protect Akane, no matter what.
I'm counting on you, Carlos.
No! No, 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 no!
The off-screen death scenes are all very funny. I doubt it's intentional.
Now announcing the current casualties.
I mean,
Q team, Q, Mira, Eric. D team, Diana, Sigma. C team, Carlos, Junpei.
how did Diana and Sigma die in this
Are now
timeline?
deceased.
Because it'll be presumably just before this segment. Ah, this is yeah. So this is the timeline where Diana shot Sigma in the head and then herself. Okay. As you were.
East. As a result,
I'm trying to fit together the timeline. It'll work one day.
I, Kill, Fool, Moon, Fate.
Moon is Diana, Fate is Sigma,
That is all.
Junpei is Doll, Carlos is Save. All of those make sense. Akane gets covered in blood a lot. Like, a lot. Is that why she starts wearing the gas mask as Zero? Just because she knows she's going to get covered in blood a lot?
You're horrible, Junpei.
I mean, she's not wrong.
I should go now.
Akane can clearly just do it at will, doesn't have to have her life threatened or anything. And now we go back to here to the other branch. But this can't be the beginning of Akane's Zero arc, because canonically, the Akane that we're talking to has already experienced all the stuff in the first game. I guess she has to come back after the first game to be Zero, later on. So I guess, possibly that's where they're going with this. But at the same time, this game makes a lot of questionable choices, and then it's like, well, it's intentional.
What in the world were you thinking?
It was a bad
What is
plan.
your problem?
It was a bad
Look,
plan.
the 3 of us shifted just fine, so what's the big deal?
It's not okay.
We did get 7 X passes at least.
Not you too, Carlos.
Oh yeah, everything was
believe you.
well explained in the first game.
You always
Well,
were
almost
like
everything.
that, weren't you, Junpei?
And then the
when we were
second
in
and third
6th
games
grade,
have just
you faced those rabbit-killing middle school
made it
kids
more complicated
alone.
and muddy and arguably
There were
worse.
probably other ways of handling it, but you rushed right in. Even the shifting. It's okay because it worked, but what if I was left behind there?
He's got the
Well,
one true
I
superpower, which is
figured you could
certainty.
escape alone then, or something.
But that way of thinking is completely wrong.
Junpei does a lot of
Being
completely
the
wrong
sole
thinking, it's true.
survivor does not make me happy. There's no point in living once you lose the one you care about the most.
That's a slightly questionable take.
Akane,
Yeah, I too find myself missing the first game, if I'm honest.
I'm sorry. I never meant to ever cause you pain like that.
What's that?
Well, remember back in elementary school, your dream was to wear a ring
I'm sorry,
on
what?
your left hand? So... what's the matter?
Is it that that's her right hand? Is that the matter, perhaps?
Junpei. Thank you. Thank you so much. But you know this is my
Okay,
right
thank
hand,
you.
don't you?
Thank God somebody addressed
Wait,
it.
What? Oh, you're right. It looked like the left from my side, so...
Ah, idiot Junpei's back. 90% idiot, 10% mastermind, as
That's
ever.
just like you, Junpei.
Well, we'll move it to the correct finger later.
Is this the worst proposal in history?
I'll do it officially after
Signs
we
point to
escape from
yes.
here.
I understand. So, until then, I'll leave an empty spot open.
I won't cut my ring finger off.
It's been put on reserve.
Yeah, he was very insistent that they weren't dating 20 minutes ago.
Akane, do you remember the X passes for Junpei and me?
Yes. Normally, when someone shifts, they forget the memories from the last timeline. But I'm used to
But I'm
it.
special.
It's all there.
But wait, hold on. Carlos and I remember what happened before, too.
Huh. I think the memories were strengthened due to the resonance effect.
That's the opposite of how the
Those with
resonance
ability
effect
to
worked
shift-
before.
There are 3 of us here, so...
But I wonder why. Why have 3 shifters gathered in a place like this?
Doesn't really seem like a coincidence.
True. Even if we really are seeing more shifters in the world, the probability...
Wait,
I think the memories were strengthened due to
numbers are
plot reasons.
increasing?
Oh my god, you might be onto something.
Mankind is about to face an unprecedented crisis.
Why have we stopped calling them
As it
espers? I don't think
stands
we have.
now,
I think they are a specific
I
kind
lose
of
6
espers.
billion lives. I assume mankind has sensed that and is adapting. Even though it's, in reality, only
I
a
don't
small portion. There's no way there are tens of thousands of shifters.
Then it's definitely on purpose. But we signed up for decom of our own free will. Wait a minute. But maybe we just think that, and in actuality...
But maybe
did
you
exactly
just
what
thought
Zero
I
wanted.
thought you'd think that.
It's highly possible.
Ah, damn!
Yeah, I
What's
don't
that
know if they've
bastard
actually said
thinking?
espers in this whole game, actually. I
Wasn't
think they
it
might have just
because
changed the
he
terminology.
needed us to shift?
Oh god.
Why would that be important?
It'll all be over once we
I
get out
feel
of
like
here anyway.
we could learn this by
Right.
we could learn some more stuff about this by reading his glossary, but at the same time, I feel like all the explanations in this game are going to make me angry.
We know 5 of them already, so 1 more. Akane, tell us one of the other X passes.
It's save.
Ha, but what if I put the other one in? Just to spite you. Maybe Where the History God Has Abandoned was actually a pretty good line, and honestly, a mood. Oh, cheap. Cheap game. Why would you not allow me to do that? How hard would it have been to program in an extra response for that? You're just punishing the player for having a memory. Boo. Well, that's not good.
Hey! What the hell?
Wait. Is the X-Pass wrong somehow?
That can't be.
Quantum stuff.
Let's
It
try the
changes
other
due
one
to
too.
changes in observation. Okay,
It's
fine. I
dull.
had to play this in the scripted order.
What the?
No way.
But why?
Oh no, our terrible plan didn't work.
X-passes are sent to their respective histories.
I like to think that this announcement is going through the entire shelter and the other 2 teams are just like, what? I say the other 2 teams, it's just Phi, isn't it?
What?
No. Junpei.
Now this is hilarious. How perfect. Why did we even struggle through all of that just now?
That's the thesis line of this series
Turn my body
right
into
there.
Swiss cheese. And you're telling me that it was all for nothing? All we did was die in vain? So, just one person needs to die.
What?
Just one more person, and Akane and Carlos can...
Junpei, you...
Wait, Junpei!
Hey!
Oh hey, here's another one of the cues.
Oh.
Junpei!
Yeet!
You're...
Penalty. Penalty. You are charged with a rule violation. That means you must be punished.
Cool, if these consequences had ever really been
Time to exterminate.
teased even.
Exterminate?
Akane!
It's something about the badly animated Naruto running and the just absolutely cleaning house. Very fun. Like, as ever, the animation direction of this game is... it's strange.
That was cutie. What? How? How did I see Q-Team?
Is this why we had to see the alternate
Doesn't matter.
execution scenes?
I gotta
Was
do
purely
something.
for this flashback?
If I die now, Junpei and Akane, think. I gotta think. There must be a way. Some way to survive this situation. There has to be.
I believe that what you just did was shift, Carlos.
That's it. Shift. I could shift. There's no way I'm leaving Junpei and Akane behind. I'll come up with a plan in another history and jump right back. Where do I go?
I'm not convinced this is a good plan either, but here we are.
History should I jump to?
I'm not convinced anything in these games is a
Don't
good
have
plan.
time to think. Finn?
Yeah, exactly. They can all shift too. They'll be fine. Okay, and now all we can... Oh yeah, clearly this was a big kind of meta route that we needed to unlock. So now the only thing we can do is go to this other place. And this is back to when Akane had a chainsaw. This is when Junpei got dismembered. Interesting. You know what? After all of this, we'll get to Chainsaw Akane in a minute, but after all of whatever that was, I need to take a break. I'm going to go and get some more water and stretch my legs and think about my life choices while I run some ads. I will be back in 5 to 10 minutes. I would recommend everyone here do the same. Maybe not the ads, maybe not the life choices thing. Maybe you're completely happy with everything that brought you here, but hey, now you're watching this, so questions are raised. Yeah, so everyone go and hydrate and stretch and take your meds if you need to. And I will, yeah, do a capitalism and then be back in a few minutes, when we will continue with whatever this is. Love you all. See you in a few. Psychic Chainsaw Supervillain. Hi everyone, we're back. Let's do whatever the hell this is, shall we? Yeah, so this is Who Killed Junpei. And this is after Carlos has said that he killed Junpei. So, isn't he already dead in this timeline? Oh.
Junpei. I'm sorry. I couldn't.
Or is this what the one where he killed Akane? I can't remember.
Akane? I just killed...
Yes, it is. Murdered her with a fire axe. Okay, just shift myself into that murder scene, because then I'll have some time to sit and think, right? Also, if the only reason he kept his memories before was due to the resonance effect of having the other two of them around,
Why is Akane?
then wouldn't he now not have that, so he wouldn't have the memories? Is that what we're about to run into?
This is the history where Akane was killed.
I mean, you came here.
I killed her.
You literally programmed
No,
the time
I
GPS.
didn't
You don't
kill
get
her.
to be confused.
The one who did was me from this history.
Which is, as implied by the name, you.
Oh, this can't be kept like this. I need to do something at least. The anesthetic worked somehow. The pain's dulled.
Oh,
Don't know
yes,
how
he
long
got
it'll
his hand
last.
cut off. I forgot about that.
Regardless, who was that kid?
I barely remember this timeline. And not because of
I have to figure out who
terrible
it is somehow.
pseudoscience reasons, just because it was
There's one more thing I
confusing
need to
and
do.
hard to follow, and I didn't care.
That vision I saw. I have to tell Q-Team.
Tell them what?
I'm counting on you, Gab. Now then, what's left is...
That dog is the
Figuring out who that
most
kid is.
plot device.
He might have
device.
been the one who killed Junpei in this history.
Glad we jumped in after the hand trauma. Yeah, not wrong. Also, who did he just say? Sorry, I was thinking about the dog. Who did he just say might have killed Junpei in this history? Chat, please say somebody was listening. Oh, the robot. Yes, that would make sense. Okay, well that's that fragment cleared. Do we have any new fragments? No. Arse. Okay. Well, let's go to the flowchart, see if there are any new exclamation marks. Yes, we briefly went to the history where Junpei was dead the first time. I mean, these are all still reading as blocks. We've got a few decision points. What's that? The Door of Truth, which apparently wants a different 8-digit code from the 8-digit code we've got. Who killed Mira? Do we have a good answer to that? Let me try some things. Is it from the voting execution? Okay, so it'll take you saying Carlos.
No one from Ward C is here!
Okay, no, that's just... There's so many options in this that all lead to the same effect, which is an odd choice. Oh, please tell me you've got a response for that.
The dog killed Mira?
Yes.
Uh-huh. And how'd he do that?
Interesting. They had a response.
I see. I knew it was you.
But... what? But he doesn't know that Q's name was Sean? That's not a thing. He shouldn't know that. Okay. I'm gonna end up having to look at guides, aren't I? And then we've got this three-way standoff. Who do we kill? Wait, did I ever try just... Because looking at the flowchart, the options I've done... shoot Eric, shoot Mira, don't shoot. Okay, yeah, so I did try shoot nobody. Can we just say kill Zero? Do not know identity. Can we shoot the dog? He is not here. Boo. It's so weird that that doesn't respond to Sean and the other one did. Please input Q's name. We did. Also, what was that thing for search the family portrait? Can we kill the portrait? Is the portrait in here? I think it was. If it's the one I'm thinking of. No. No, I've got nothing there. Okay. That's the wrong thing to go to, but anyway. Okay, have fun at meetings. I can't promise that there will have been any progress by the time you come out. I mean, there's this. Like, there's some more there that might be... Because this was the other thing I saw people saying. If you run out of places to go, watch the end of other fragments and they might actually continue. So this is when we didn't press the incredibly inviting button. Because, is there space off? No, okay, this is the end of the fragment, so this was not the place to go to. You looked up the thing with the arrow with Q's name? Oh, aye. Like, no spoilers, but at the same time... Not an error, that's an intentional decision, we'll understand soon enough. Okay, cool. Because there's still plenty of places that have... that don't have this border that means all the fragments, all the decisions are done. Even though, in cases like this, all the nodes on the flowchart are filled. So this is after we all get shot. And Junpei does a stupid... Alright, so this is... Yes, we have to go back when Carlos has made his plan. Has Carlos made his plan? Let's fast forward to the end and see what happens. Although I think we might need to do whatever it is with the search the family portrait note. And if I could remember what that referred to, that would just be so great. Oh, and now I have to go through this whole thing.
Wait, yeah, okay.
And then Seanbot does all the murder. And then we go back. Okay, so it wasn't there. And here is the thing with the force quit, which we needed a password for, which we don't have. Over on Q's side, here's their force quit box. This chart comes out the same for each team, right? Yeah. This is the three-way standoff. And this is Who Killed Mira. Over with Diana. This is the... so this is after they've gone into the transporter and realised that they're still the people that get left behind. It still says locked after that. I'm going to fast forward through just in case that was the wrong button. Zoop, 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 fast forward. Okay, no. This is the door of truth. And that's it. This game is extremely unintuitive sometimes. And it likes... I feel like it could use some more hinting about where to find the answers to certain things. Especially when, for example, you might have, you know, been streaming it a week ago and forgotten. So, I mean, this suggests that I have the answer for one of these. That note, Q team search the family portrait. That leads directly into the Who Killed Mira timeline. That is the right one, yes. Search the family portrait. See, I feel like that's meant to lead us to something, and I don't know what. God, I am feeling very lost here. It's heavily suggesting that I know more than I do, basically. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't say no to somebody finding out where that's meant to lead me to. I mean, it would suggest that it was in the pod room. I don't remember a family portrait in the pod room. Truly thrilling viewing me staring blankly at a flowchart. But really, I think that's an accurate assessment of this whole series. Let's look in the pod room. No, go away. Let's go through this whole fragment. If I can't see a portrait in there, I can just skip the room. Okay, nothing in that scene of them getting a dogogram. Does not seem to be a family portrait in here. Let's skip ahead. There was? It's right here, yeah. Okay. So, what's this portrait? Is it upside down? Okay, fine. So, let's start. Now, do I have to do it during the room, or will it happen in the next cinematic is the question. Let's start doing the room and see what happens. Right, let's get the sledgehammer. That's fine. I will experiment. Stop saying words, Eric. Just at all. Let's get that hammer. And now let's start smacking the floor. look at the portrait the right way around. Stop shouting "Wacha," Eric. You're from Nebraska. It sounds mildly racist. Ah, but I can't see the portrait because this other room is not lined up. Let me just fix that. No, don't click on the... Family. Eric, what is it? Is there something about the painting? No, it's nothing. Okay, so, what, we can't search the family portrait now? Let me line the room up properly and... No, that was the wrong thing to do. Arse. Now, hitting it again will cause that same problem, won't it? Yeah. Well, I still should be able to see the portrait. Let's try it. Family portrait, what does it mean? Can I have a closer look at the portrait at all? No. Okay. So maybe I need to go to the next cinematic thing. Let's try that. Mira's dead.
Mira. Mira.
On the wall.
There are marks on her neck.
That's why I put it.
Oh yeah, he murdered his brother. No, sorry, he didn't. He disposed of his brother's body after their abusive father murdered him. I forgot that. There's Junpei's head. You spotted the answer to the other path after having the shotgun pointed at you. As in, you spotted it through a spoiler, or you've worked it out?
Yeah, we can. No.
You team. The reason D team died. You and
No.
So that's why.
Spoiler while looking for the portrait answer. Okay.
You can't.
And we don't get the opportunity to search the family portrait.
The passwords. The X passes are.
Hey, what are you...
And now this just gets us back into shotgun land. He shoots the console. And now we're back to here. Did I try that one before?
You're not even making fucking sense.
No.
What?
seriously, this game could have stood somewhere between a lot and a lot more transparency. Yeah, don't worry, we have not actually made progress since you left, Emily. I'm still trying to work out where the hell to go and how we're meant to search the portrait in the... search the family portrait in the, pod room, given that we couldn't do anything with it when we went in there. I mean, I'm still slightly salty that Zero did that whole thing of, here is an 8-digit code, you'll know when to use it. And every time I've seen an opportunity to use it, it's been wrong. This is probably a terrible idea, let's try it. What happens if you randomly bring up his dead brother? Oh my god, there's actually an option for this?
You're not even making fucking sense.
Okay, no, that is just that same thing. Fine, I will look at this FAQ. Okay, so if I click this spoiler, it will just tell me the answer. From those of you who have already seen the answer, is it something that I have already heard enough information to theoretically work out had I been, you know, paying attention and not in streamer mode? Okay. I trust you. I will click it. I hate that. Cool. Excellent. Cool. Hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it. Hate it. Hate it. I mean, I get what they're going for, but at the same time. Is it like the golem thing last game? What was the golem? Which was the golem thing last game? I can't remember. Which golem thing? There were many golem things. So, we don't know the answer. And the thing we didn't try is not answering. There's no reason to suspect that this wouldn't lead to him shooting you.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't like that.
No.
Like I say, there is literally no earthly reason to assume that that would lead to a different outcome. And I get that, like,
Fuck!
a lot of things in this, there's no reasonable way to see them coming. But there is in a meta way. Here, not really. Anyway, let's see what happens with them not being dead.
Hey. any of this even happen?
An excellent question.
Everything to me. A lowly ice cream clerk and a beautiful goddess of a customer.
And then you fixated on her,
Like
and it was weird.
Forever out of my reach. It made me happy just to see
Games
her
tell you it's
smile
okay to not
on
provide
the
an answer,
counter.
then punish you 80% of the time. Yeah?
I took her order, and we spoke for a bit. Day after day, we talked like that.
Oh yeah, do you not, Emily, do you
wanted
not
to be
remember
with her.
this is Eric and
She
Mira's
needed help.
backstory, is that
I
he
wanted
was
to be there.
a lonely,
started to
traumatized
feel like
ice cream store salesman,
Well,
and she
I'd
walked
do
into the
anything
shop one
for her.
day and then he fixated on her.
Mira was the one to ask me out the first time. Every date after that, I took the initiative. The longer we dated, the more and more I came to like her.
Oh no, no worries, Sarah, and you
I
didn't really lie to me
really
when you said I had
loved
the
her.
information. Like, I did. I had the information that it
Somehow,
was conceptually a thing to
I felt
let
like
things run out of time, because I mean,
she
with
was
all
a
the
lot like my mother.
pressing the buttons. Oh my god, the
To tell
what in the...
truth, I don't really remember much about my mother anymore.
Cool, let's just add an Oedipus complex
She
to
died
this.
when my brother and I were still pretty small. But when
Yeah,
she wasn't
so
a
like I
cook
did have the information.
and liked
It's just
things clean,
there's no
she
reason
was
that I would
always
have
smiling.
put that particular piece of information
above
with it.
all,
Anyway,
Her gentleness
let's listen to this Norman
and
Bates
warmth.
weirdness.
are what I remember the most. I guess putting it that way, her and Mira aren't very similar at all.
Yeah, because Mira was a serial killer.
I felt something in who Mira is. Something that's a lot like her. Everything just seemed so bright after I met her. I couldn't help but think every day was great.
Are these technically
I was
horror
going to
games?
propose
Half the time they're just slice of
scraped
life
together all
anime
my
until
money
suddenly somebody
and
dies.
bought an engagement ring. And then
Yeah, Mira's a serial killer. You remember we had hints dropped near the start of the game about the Heart Ripper, who was a serial killer that
Hey,
went
Eric,
round
let's work
leaving
together to
corpses
finish
with the
it.
hearts ripped out.
I'm really sad Mira died.
Well, that's
too.
Mira.
I'll never forgive the person.
Okay,
who did it.
so I'd say
That's
have a
right.
good time at work, but I feel like that might be asking
Hmm.
a little much. Have a bearable time at work. And
This
yes,
is-
sleep is good. I should probably do it more, but here we are. This is a stain on the floor. But yeah, so Mira has this whole thing where it's like, I don't experience human empathy, and as a result I kill people to find out what hearts are about. Because really what this game needed was more misrepresentation of neurodivergent people.
I knew it.
what is it?
It's a note.
A note?
And thus we come full circle.
Search the family portrait.
I know the other games were not exactly not obtuse, but this game feels willfully even more obtuse. And not in a way I necessarily care for.
There's something special about this?
The note said to examine the family portrait.
Who is it from?
The air vent connects to Ward C, so I guess.
Carlos.
This picture must have something.
Said with
Wait,
a weird
maybe
amount
this is a
of
trap.
disdain and
He did kill
hatred.
Junpei and Akane.
Well, I
He could be
suppose.
planning to...
Yeah.
I told you to hold on a minute!
Hold on a minute, we don't know what poke. Oh, hey.
Whoa! What the...
A door. It's a door.
You're not wrong,
What's
it
the door
is a
doing
door.
here?
No. it
Twins'
won't budge.
birthday.
Twins' birthday?
Huh?
Look, it's written right here.
The twins' birthday, huh?
So this is going to be
I'm lost.
the
What's the big deal?
code for
It's gotta be
to
some
give
kind
to
I think.
what?
Sigma and
Opening
Diana, who
this
are on the
door.
other side of the door.
But it's totally blank. There's no input screen or confirmation device.
Yeah.
But where do we
keys
find the
or
twins'
buttons,
birthday?
Switches either.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm checking Mira's body.
Why?
Well, maybe she was holding onto a remote or something like that.
Wait.
And
Let
have
me
we
do it.
already received this information? I don't know. Let me examine her body, because I was fixated on her. Yeah?
No, she didn't have anything.
Huh?
There's something on her nails.
It looks like skin and blood.
You haven't seen the memories of
What's
the babies
that
yet?
doing
Yeah.
there?
Well, it doesn't look like she has any external wounds. So that means,
This isn't Mira's blood and skin?
well, she must have struggled with someone before she died.
Killer should have scratches from Mira somewhere on their body.
Should I take my clothes off? But it's pretty strange.
What is?
Well, I thought up until now that Mira had been killed while she was asleep, after she'd been injected with the anesthetic. But if she put up a resistance,
Now it is time for you to sleep.
Zero!
When next you wake, know you will have no memory of these past 90 minutes.
You bastard!
Pleasant dreams.
Off-screen flop. Off-screen flop with a shotgun, which seems fraught with danger. So that's that fragment done. Do we have any new fragments? No. Is there anything that doesn't say it's locked anymore? Yes. Okay, so this is after Sigma and Diana go through the transporter, but it's when we're still with the Sigma and Diana who are on their original side. We are with Man in the Box, Sigma and Diana. I keep using the Prestige to explain this. I'm really assuming everybody watching this has seen the Prestige. And if you haven't, it's a good film. But also, by using all these examples, I have spoiled the hell out of it. So let's do that. Saren, you should see the Prestige. It's a good film. New thing. Sigma, Diana, and their little dog too.
Sigma. It's after 0230. I guess we're not gonna be injected with the drugs.
No drugs for you. You sound
Game
weirdly
is
regretful
over.
about that fact.
There's no more reason to make us sleep.
Yes, because at this point, check the status
Honey,
page.
look.
Ah, so this is after Akane left on her own. And everybody else is dead.
Back. Right?
If she doesn't, then we'll be stuck here.
Sigma? Do you want to try again?
Try what?
Turning on the transporter.
It's pointless. We've tried a bunch of times already.
A bunch of
We
times.
did
That's
everything we
interesting.
could, but it's still as dead as a doornail.
Once a transportation has occurred, it takes roughly 10
Oh.
months to recharge.
Okay, no, we're just saying, nope, that doesn't happen in this story. Here is blanket reason why not.
So, what should we do for now?
I checked out the counter at the bar. Seems like we're good on food for a while.
Why is that in the bar?
How
I swear there was a
long
pantry.
will it last?
With frugal eating, we'll have enough for 10 months.
That long?
I did say frugally, didn't I? My calculations are based on half a can a day.
Each, or...?
You remembered to include Gab, right?
Of course.
I would have loved it if
answer,
Sigma was
abandon
like,
him.
oh yeah, 11 months in that case.
Let's rest for now. We'll figure things out when we wake up.
Here we are back in the robot bay with the bomb.
What is it?
For those of you who missed the other episode, this is the bomb that took Sigma's arms and eye in another timeline.
Like what?
I thought there were balls inside here.
Ah, but now it's disarmed.
Maybe it was your imagination?
Stop imagining balls, Diana. Had to go there. This is a weird series of disconnected vignettes.
Eat.
I'm not hungry.
Just do it.
Looks like you're using more than half a can a day. Just saying. New musical track.
I knew you'd be in here.
It is a massive can, yeah.
I actually don't really like this room. But when I'm here...
Well, yeah, is it because you saw Phi get set on fire?
Do you mean Phi?
How did you...
I feel the same. For some reason, I can see her face when I come here.
This is the timeline where she got incinerated, right? Has to be. Yeah, it is. Oh yeah, but they don't remember this, of course. Brain.
Hey, that's Phi's brooch. Why do you have it?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, they're absolutely doing a passage of time montage, but it is coming off as just weirdly disconnected. Right, yes, I forget about the amnesia drugs because they're bad for story structure.
Phi's safe, right?
I truly wish that's true.
Please, open the door! Open it! Why are you doing this to us? You can hear me, can't you, Zero? I know you're hiding somewhere, just watching us. You could at least
Yeah, we are just getting the full-on depressing, bleak,
Zero!
bad future montage.
Zero!
Snake! Hey, at least you didn't take that shower apart in this timeline. The real Zero was the friends we killed along the way. I mean, that could be literally true given this game. Hey, yeah, at least we've got the healing room
I wonder
where
how
we
long
can
it's
sit in
been
our
now.
IKEA recliners.
2 weeks.
You kept track?
I've been working the wall.
It's so peaceful.
Checking again, are people getting buffering
Really?
problems, given that I just had a pop-up
Does
on
that
my
sound weird?
stream dashboard just being like, are
There's
you
no
having
war
buffering
here.
problems?
No violent murders, no rapes, no innocent
There's no
children
violent
being
murders
killed.
here. I'm sorry,
It's all
what?
going on in the outside world, though.
But at least this way, we don't have to know about it. That's why it's peaceful. No horrible
There's been a ton of
bosses,
violent
no
murders
annoying
in this
drama between coworkers.
bomb shelter. Whatever.
You don't
Sure.
have to worry about seeing how happy your friends are on social media. Like, I have a new boyfriend, or my child just turned 1. Look at all this amazing food I ate at this gorgeous restaurant.
Oh yeah, I suppose they don't actually remember
tired
any
of
of the violent
seeing it.
murders. Also, Diana, you've got some anger issues there.
Just like this.
Right, this is where we learn about the music box that I
Mira
accidentally
means the blue
guessed.
bird. This is a music box using it as a motif.
Okay.
What is it?
Yes, Diana, that is a weird thing to say.
Oh, nothing. So, what about it is the same?
You know how, in the end, the bird was in Tiltil and Mittil's home all along?
No, because I don't know my
They
meta link
traveled
off the top of my head.
all across the world in search of it. This feels similar. I guess
Yeah.
I mean to say, happiness is closer than you think.
In this shelter?
Yeah.
Yes.
This is where we learn that Diana's aesthetic is
Sorry,
basically
Diana.
cottagecore
My
and,
interpretation is wrong.
you know,
In the original work, the bluebird escapes the cage and flies away. Happiness will slip through your fingers the moment you believe you have it. It's implying that the process of dreaming is true happiness.
don't you just hate it when you say, this is my interpretation
just
of a
ruined my
story,
dream, then?
and some dude goes, well, actually, this is the correct
Touche.
answer to this piece of art.
Sorry.
You won't disappear. Will you?
Yeah, I thought I would seen Diana having that music box, but I think that must have just been because my brain is confusing her with Luna. So I used it as an answer to their force quit box, which then gave us what now seem like they're spoilers rather than a reveal being done asynchronously. Oh sure, waste
Hey,
food.
What are you doing?
I'm sick of only eating this crap that tastes like dog food.
It is dog food.
Diana.
We've been
You can
trapped
tell,
in
'cause the
here
dog's
for
eating
a
it.
month now. What in the world is Akane doing?
What is Akane ever
It's
doing?
possible that she doesn't remember anything about it. I'm sure she still had the bracelet on when she left here. And if so, then there's a chance that Zero injected her again so she'd
No, that's not it. Akane betrayed us. She murdered Carlos and Junpei and abandoned us.
I feel like
just to escape on her
Diana's running the
Maybe
stages of
Carlos
grief
voted for
backwards.
Pumpkin because she manipulated him into doing it.
Diana, what's gotten into you all of a sudden? Half a month ago, you were happy, saying it was
Who
peaceful.
says half a
That
month?
was then. This is now.
Time traveling
Has
scientists from the
something
future,
changed?
apparently.
No! Nothing's changed. Not a single thing. That's why I'm annoyed. Yesterday, today, it's all the same. Same scenery, the same can. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Ugh, it's all Rebecca's fault. She was the head nurse. Ugh, she was the one to suggest I join this experiment.
I'm not so sure you should be blaming her. You had another reason for signing up for the experiment, didn't you? You're single now, but Diana, you were married before.
Also, I don't love how, because they knew each other in DCOM,
Yes.
the characters know a ton of
Why do you know
backstory
that?
about each other
When you were married,
that only gets brought
your
out when it's
husband
dramatically
often resorted
relevant,
to beating you.
and it just
He was an alcoholic
comes out of nowhere.
and recently unemployed. He screwed up at work, garnering a large debt, if I recall correctly. When the two of you dated, he came across as serious and kind, but no longer. He drank to his eyeballs, was always gambling, and would laugh while he kicked and punched you. For no reason. That was his true face. Of course you left.
This is coming off less time traveler and more
after
stalker.
the divorce.
Or, you know, a bit of
He
both.
persisted in following you around. He'd ask you for money, sex, and if you said no, he'd beat you black.
Also, we have taken a
He's even
hard
stopped by
left
the
turn
hospital
into
cafeteria.
a lot of
You
discussion
were having
of
lunch
heavy stuff,
with a
so
coworker of
apologies.
yours. He showed up out of the blue, screaming his head off, and flipped the table.
Oh yeah, no, this is
Every
absolutely
time he went
future
off
Sigma
on
knowledge.
He'd always end with,
But at the same time, it's not coming across like
"I
that so
love
much
you
as just
so much, Diana."
like you've been following her for years.
His pain called out to you, and you'd always find yourself caving in. In order to cut all contact with him, you figured the only way it'd work would be to seclude yourself. That's
Classic move.
when Rebecca brought
Escaping
it up.
abuse by
I heard
signing
about a
up
job
for
at an experiment facility called DCOM.
experimental
Stop!
Mars simulators.
Stop it! What is the meaning of this? Why do you know?
Would you believe me if I said I heard it from you?
Finally. 2 whole
Stop
games
playing
and
around.
somebody hits Sigma. God, he's been asking for it. Better than enlisting in the military, probably. I mean... given the events of this game, debatable.
You should probably stop now.
Can't you leave me alone?
Everyone who's gone through 2 bottles of liquor responds very well to a calm, you should stop
You're
now.
not acting like yourself.
You're the super weird one here.
Everyone's super
Ugh.
weird here, it's a zero
It's
escape
been
game.
a whole month and a half.
Why are you saying month and a
How
half?
can
Just
you
say
be
like
so
6 weeks, like a
calm
human
about all
would.
this?
Or is that a dialect thing? I don't know.
I have some experience with this kind of thing.
Stop talking your nonsense. Give it back.
No.
I said give it back.
Once more, the animation direction on this, super strange.
Hey! Look what you did.
Hey, stop!
You're so silly. You thought I was serious? Like, I'd actually lick that?
Diana, you're...
I can't take it anymore! I'm so sick of this!
Okay, whoever planned the camera shot that would be a slow zoom out to... Excuse me? Okay, dialing back a second,
Hate me.
the camera slow
course
zooming
not.
to up her skirt was no.
Sleep with me.
But on the other hand, this is all taking a turn.
Hurry.
Went from 0 to drunk real fast? Yeah.
Oh. I see. You don't have the balls, coward. Then, how about... Won't you kill me? Please. Kill me.
This scene is going
are you saying?
places.
I'd rather be killed by someone now than wait to die, wasting away in this...
Just cut it out! Wait!
Dude?
Where are you going?
You know what costs you $0, Sigma, is not hitting emotional drunk women. Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, with a history of abuse that you have gone through into in great detail.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault.
Wow, the abuse vibes off this as well.
Diana. I could see how you felt. I knew you were crying out for help. But not once did I offer a hand. I couldn't. If we got too close, then I felt like something would shatter.
Yikes. This is all
You
a whole
said
barrel of
that she was
yikes.
peaceful. That happiness could be found here.
Yeah, I
knew you
too
were
miss
putting on
young
a brave
himbo
face.
Sigma rather than
In reality,
time-traveling old
the one
douchebag
who
Sigma.
believed what you said was me. It's just like you said. I'm not brave. I'm a coward.
Sigma was never a robot. Sigma has cybernetic arms
Deep down inside,
in
I
the
was
future.
scared of change.
And in this, it's
I
just...
didn't-
This is before he lost his
I
arms.
didn't want to lose you.
No, he is not yet full of mysterious, oozing white liquid. That we know of. Yes, I'm talking over this scene, but that's because this scene is just, in many ways, quite unpleasant. Oh yeah, I forgot there was a rip in this t-shirt. No, because the Sigma in the second game hasn't been through a Zero game before. They're having sex in one of the transporter pods. Christ alive. Yeah, because the Sigma then hadn't gone through this game before, because the Sigma then and the Sigma now switch places. So, yeah. In the second game, he hadn't gone through it before. And in this game, he also has not gone through this game before, because they switched places before it.
Been obsessed with it since
In as much as I'm following the timeline.
you were a kid.
Also, they could have at least changed something about their
name,
clothing
Diana,
textures.
comes from the goddess of the moon.
Hey, Sigma, can you tell me now why you know so much about me?
I've lived with you for 3 years. So I know almost everything about you.
Huh?
It's
Thanks for
not your
that
fault you
cursed
don't
thought, Sarah.
understand. I'm talking about the future.
Also, this just in, but time travel
this
wife grooming
history
is in itself
is an
incredibly
extension
yikes
of
even
that.
before everything else.
It's a different one.
It's a trope that has always made me supremely
Okay,
uncomfortable.
So hypothetically, let's say right now we're on this knee. If you continue on the path, you'll only reach. the
Somebody's
end of the right
making
turn.
a terrible analogy about
You'll
time
never
travel.
go to
Take
the
a
left
shot.
I was just talking about the left leg path.
And these paths diverged at my
Sorry.
crotch.
I started talking nonsense again.
Sigma? Are you really from the future?
You believe me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do.
agreed. Everything about this dynamic is just skis.
It rather makes the dream better.
This scene is just gonna keep going and going. 3 months later! Time skip.
I need to tell you something. Sigma. I may be...
And we need to do this while awkwardly standing in the middle of the lounge. I may be ill. About to throw up. Somebody... No, not that. because I am not watching this scene... 11:16, not 11:19. I'm not watching the scene again to get that information. That's it. That's the one piece of information we needed to extract from this whole mess. Well, this and the music box, I guess, but I'd already worked out the music box through my own apparent psychic abilities. Or can I just read game developers? Who can say? Anyway, babies.
You did amazing, Diana. It's a healthy boy.
Wait! Hold on! Something... I think...
Can we stop looping that one sample of a baby? We have one baby noise and we will just repeat it forever. Oh, and we've even given the baby... Where did they find the gendered towels to wrap them in?
Yes.
Who'd have thought you'd have fraternal twins?
That's a weird way of saying it.
Well, I did have a hunch.
The baby's face seems...
It doesn't matter.
Weirdly out of proportion, I don't know.
You gave birth safely. Even in a place like this.
It's all because of you, Sigma.
This is all so creepy.
Stop.
This is just grooming.
You gave me your food as soon as you knew I was pregnant.
You were the one who did all the work.
I just haven't eaten for 6 months. Ha 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 ha, dies.
I couldn't be more proud.
They look like medieval baby Jesuses, yes!
I hated that phrase. I thought it was a lie. I thought there's no way something like that exists. Well, I'm a selfish bastard. Every time I help someone, in the back of my mind...
At least even Sigma knows he's a dick.
Whether it be gratitude, praise, or for a higher power to approve of me. But now, I know. There really is such a thing.
Weird intersection between the between the models
There's
there.
no
Sigma,
doubt
you
in
appear
my
to be
mind.
clipping through
I
your
give my
daughter.
life for them. Not for gratitude or praise. I don't believe in God, so it's not for God either.
Can we
I
stop
need nothing in
focusing
return.
on these babies? They're so
I can
bad.
I just want them to be safe. And to survive. That's all I ask.
Hate it. No.
Gab, listen to me. You know that biscuit I just gave you? That was the last one.
I thought he was going to say it was
There's nothing
poisoned.
else left.
Honestly thought he was about to be like, poisoned the dog.
Thanks for everything. We've gone through
Now
so
we
much
feed
pain.
the dog to the babies.
You always listened to me when I vented to you. You saved me many times. So, thank you. Diana, I want to show you something. Follow me.
Yeah, sure, the babies can't eat meat, but if you feed the babies, if you feed the dogs to Diana and then she breastfeeds the babies, are you not feeding the dog to the babies? See, same brain cell.
That's right. I'm transporting these two.
What?
What?
Don't worry. Transporting them doesn't mean they'll disappear. Their original bodies stay behind after they're scanned.
Then...
Are you going to say it's pointless? We're out of food. If we simply do nothing. You understand? I'm sure you remember. But it'll take another 10 months to recharge.
So, You're saying this would be the last time we can use it, then?
Which means we can't stay with them.
Well, this is grim as hell,
I know.
in that we will send our babies into an alternate timeline, but keep copies of them here, and then the 4 of us will just starve to death in this bunker.
Where do we send them?
Yeah, no, I wasn't joking
Not
at
the
all. It's
future.
just
It's too dangerous.
that's
Then the
how
past.
bioaccumulation works.
There's no point to send them to the near future. Sometime before Zero obtains this device, they'll have to go before the year 2009. Did you think
There's
of a
something
name?
very funny about them in the middle of the
What
pods
about
like that.
you? Remember? We promised. I'd name him if it was a boy. And you would if it was a
Avocado, yes, oh my god, they are!
Start with the boy.
The babies are the stones in the
Sigma.
avocado
Your name is
transporters.
from the Greek letter Sigma, right? So, I thought, why don't we name our son Delta?
Because
My
that's not a
first
name.
initial is D. And then to connect that D to a Greek letter,
Delta? I like it.
Why? Why do you like it?
what about
It is
the
a
girl?
bad name.
Oddly enough, I was considering a Greek letter too. I want to use the one that means the most to me.
New type of man, Delta male.
Is it?
Phi. I'd like to name our daughter.
There we go. Because your daughter
Fine.
is her. I hate this
It's
plot
perfect.
a lot.
It's a wonderful name. Hold on just a minute.
Cool, as you were.
We gave them their names.
And now we must
Wouldn't be right
inscribe
to
them on their
teach them.
flesh. Why did that make a whiteboard sound? I have so many questions.
That's...
Phi's brooch.
You're sending it with her?
Yes.
Is it?
And Delta, I want to give him this.
Yeah, see, this is where we get the thing.
Bluebird music box.
This is where, like, it's, like, is it just the,
Are you ready?
is it just the lack of food that's meaning they're not, it's not even occurring to them that they're creating this time loop here and that their daughter will in fact be Phi? To be fair, no, I don't think there ever was any romance between Sigma and Phi because... yeah, I don't think that ever happened. Thank God. Yes, because, yeah, when in Virtual Last Reward, remember that Phi knows Sigma in the body of a 70-year-old man, being a weird creeper. While back in this timeline, yeah, she still kind of remembers that. These are the quietest babies there have ever been. They did that one crying session when they were born, and that was it. Yeah, now she knows he's an old man and a much younger creeper. Credits, I guess. Well, at least we didn't then have to watch the next few weeks as they just all starved to death, and it would have been grim as hell. The end to the babies. I didn't want one more off-screen flop death. No, but also yes. Hey, we got another ending. Only 3 more to go. Oh, I'm in purgatory. Do we have new fragments? I doubt we will. We do not. So instead what we want to do... Yes, I'm about to run long, but that's because I am not... I repeat, not ending it on that scene. That is not the way I'm signing off my stream today, with whatever happened for the last 20 goddamn minutes. So that was that. Look, it added a bunch more scenes. Let's go back to the Door of Truth. I still hate it that Zero was like, here's an 8-digit code. You'll know when to use it. And then there have been so many opportunities to put in an 8-digit code, and they've all been not that. 11, 16, 20, 29. Yes, our choice is made. Thank you very much. Yeah, no. I would not want to leave you all on that scene.
Oh, it opened.
I mean, we've got more of Sigma and Diana now, so 6 of 1, but hey. And now they make it into Q Ward.
Let's try opening one.
Just for the record. So, timeline-wise, this is the time... Right, this is the same timeline where Q and Eric found the other side of this door. Mira's dead. Eric is also dead?
Why?
Hey, Eric. Eric!
Oh, no, just
Sigma.
having a nap in the
Diana.
pods.
What's going on?
I can't really criticize that, I
later.
probably would.
Can you move?
Oh, damn. My head really hurts.
Hey, Eric, would you mind telling me? How did you get here?
What in the Christ is going on?
Huh. That was what I was going to say. How did you guys get into Ward Q?
Ward Q? No. This is...
Well, let's just open the rest of these.
Here's Q.
Huh?
Who's this?
Oh, yeah. You haven't met him before.
Yeah.
Why is such a small child here?
Wearing some kind of weird thing.
Nah, that's just his head.
Who are you?
We're...
It's Diana and Sigma from D-Team.
Thank you, Eric. Somebody had to actually say words.
And Sigma? Wait, but how did you get here?
Sorry. We'll explain later. I want to check the other
Can you
pods
do it
first.
off screen? That would be just super.
Hey, Eric, what's going on?
Take a shot.
Don't look at me. I have absolutely no idea.
Eric's a weird stalker, but in this moment he spoke for all of us. Actually, no, it's not even the thing that I have no idea what's going on. I'm pretty much following what's going on. It's just all bad. It's just all choices are being made, and I don't care for them.
No. Is this a joke?
Mira?
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 What's wrong with Mira? No! No!
Oh, so
It's a
they've
trick!
been amnesia drugged. Yes, of course.
Mira! Snap
And then
out
they
of
got
it!
left in the pods by another Sean
Please,
Locke,
Mira!
presumably.
Wake up!
Are you doing CPR or just groping her? It's very hard to tell from that camera angle.
Hey, what about the other ones?
I know.
Yeah, that's the great thing about amnesia drugs, is you can just keep recycling trauma.
No, this can't be. Even Akane.
How did Akane die in this timeline? Is this... I know I keep flicking back to the flowchart and it's slowing things down. I'm just trying to follow, alright? Yeah, this is Carlos killed her with an axe timeline. So Carlos is still alive and in C Ward. Yes, because he had to send the message through to Q Team. I am having buffering now.
Please, no. No!
Yeah, that was axe to the neck timeline. And that is presumably Diana's executed corpse. Although, I mean, like, they were killed by their bomb collars. It seems surprising that they would... Oh no, that's Junpei's dismembered corpse. Okay. That's what I get for assuming. Not sure what we can do about the buffering, especially because it says my bitrate is still good. That might be a your end problem. Hard to say. Doesn't help that I don't actually know what I would do to fix it.
Investigated the other pods while you were unconscious.
Yeah. Abby, I think this
One
might
was
be a
empty.
your end problem.
The other three. Don't. You shouldn't look. You'll be lucky if you only faint if you see it.
I'm all
Ah,
right.
the girl constitution
Calm down,
strikes
honey.
again.
No. It's not really a matter of being calm or not when it comes to this. The truth is beyond comprehension. Hey, what are you doing?
Isn't it obvious? I'm going to show her.
Hey, stop!
How is the truth beyond comprehension? When you've quite clearly told her all about you being a time traveler.
I knew it.
You knew?
Hey,
And also
what did
when
you
you've
mean
been
by that?
teleporting through different timelines.
Have you
Why would you say
told
it?
them about transporting
Anyway.
Sigma?
No, not yet.
I see.
Transporter? What the hell are you
Oh
talking
yeah,
about?
and she's a nurse. I always forget
There's-
about that.
This machine. You can transport physical data through space-time.
What's she talking about?
Sigma. Do you remember all of the blood in the healing room?
Seems like the worst place
I
for
think-
blood.
That may have been our blood in there. These are our bodies lying here. From this history.
You don't mean to say we were executed because of the 1330 vote?
I think so.
The execution collars, I do wonder how they work, because has it been said
It
that
was all for
they
nothing.
were exploding?
We transported to find a history where Phi existed.
Because it does
Hey!
seem to take the heads off very cleanly and then
hell is
without
this
damage to the
nonsense
collar,
you're
which
going
comes
on
off all of a
about?
piece. Makes me wonder if it's blades instead. This is the kind of
Answer
thing
me,
I think
Diana.
about.
I said answer me!
Just calm down.
Calm down? Calm down? My girlfriend's been murdered! How the hell am I gonna calm down?
Was she your girlfriend? Here's video of Carlos killing Akane.
What did we just watch?
Where is Carlos, by the way?
Yes, because this is the timeline where they remember Fi getting incinerated.
Now announcing the current casualties. C Team, Akane, Junpei. Q Team, Mira. D Team, Diana, Vi.
Oh hey, so everyone can leave.
These 6 are now deceased.
Hooray, question mark?
As a result, 6 X-passes will be revealed. June, Jump, Virgin, Blue, Red, Milk.
I don't love that one of Mira's X-passes is Virgin. A little bit strange.
Then that means...
Damn! Carlos is going to beat us!
This is...
The lounge for Ward D.
Ward D?
Diana? Sigma? How did you guys get here?
How did he get into Ward D?
And you're...
How did
Don't move!
What? How did Carlos get into D?
Drop it!
What? My axe?
Exactly.
No, your other hand.
I think there's a misunderstanding.
Just shut up and toss it away.
Carlos, your injury.
Akane did this.
Akane?
Well, I didn't see her do it myself. It's a long story.
Hey, look at that! Over there! The X-Pass input devices.
Yes, because Eric shot it, but you don't remember that, do you?
No.
That means the X door
But then
won't...
that means this is Ward
You
Q.
do that with the axe?
Why? Look again. Just look at how there are bullet holes
How are
everywhere.
they in the same place
Then
as
who did
Carlos?
this?
I'm missing something here.
I did.
Eric!
That
It's
expression.
hazy, but I remember what happened before I was put to sleep. That's how I knew. There was a shotgun in the pod room.
Eric, don't be rash.
Rash?
I'm telling you, drop the gun.
Sorry, but I can't do that. I have to make sure I shoot the one who did it.
Shoot who did it?
I know it has to be one of you who killed my Mira. Spit it out! I'll spare the others, if you do.
Hey, wait! Are you gonna...
Know how you can be sure to win at horse racing? You bet on all of them. One of them has to cross the line first. Same concept. If no one admits it, then I'll kill everyone here.
What is that motion
way,
he's doing?
I'll know for sure I got them.
Are you standing on a boat?
Then does that mean you don't believe me and Sigma?
I'm not getting how
You
Carlos
kidding?
is in the same place as
Your
them.
whole existence is suspicious. You guys must be some sort of fake Diana and Sigma.
What? That's absurd.
You're
Everything
the ones
here
being
is absurd.
absolutely ridiculous.
This game is
Transport.
absurd.
Zooming through space-time? Ha! Don't make me laugh. If you're gonna lie, come up with something better.
We're not making it up.
Don't lie. You're the ones who killed Mira.
We didn't!
Then who the hell was it then?
Okay, hold on. Calm down.
So, Carlos, you're finally admitting it.
No, it wasn't me.
Don't play dumb. I know you were the one who killed Akane. We all saw the footage earlier. So, not gonna deny it?
So much is
It's
happening all
true,
the
I
time.
may have killed her.
May?
Even if I did, I mean, it wasn't what I did right now.
What are you even talking about?
I doubt you'd believe me if I explained it.
Is Eric the only regular human in this room? Because that's kind of hilarious.
I shifted from another timeline.
What? Did you
Or
just
I
say
guess
shift?
Diana as well,
So-
but
Does that mean you transported here too?
effectively.
No, that's not it.
Eric is the
Two
only
are
one here who
fundamentally
experiences linear time.
I am so sick of this shit. We all
Ah,
know for
mood.
a fact that Carlos killed Akane. So, I bet the one who killed Junpei and the one who killed Mira too.
No way! I had nothing to do with
No, it was
two
one
of
of the
them.
small army of
And
child
besides,
robots
how
that
in the
apparently
world
live
could I
in
kill
here.
Mira? I'm part of C-Team. I was limited to the space in Ward C. And Mira
So how
was...
did you get here?
A member of Q-Team.
Right. There's no way I could have killed her.
Wait, aren't we in Ward D?
What?
We
Are
just
you?
walked right over into another ward.
There has to be some kind of secret door.
No, I'm
I'm
not really
very
sure that's what it is.
confused.
I think we were.
I certainly don't know how Carlos got here. Thought we were just going to leave off there. Okay.
Could you do something for me, Eric? Please shoot at the wall with that shotgun.
Why should I?
Just do it, please.
Just for giggles.
Okay, fine.
This is...
You're kidding me.
The wall!
Not just the wall. The floor, the ceiling, the sofa and the tables.
I knew it. It's just like the healing room walls.
Healing room?
What are you saying?
So we all really were. In the same ward, after all.
the same ward.
No. Maybe it's more like this shelter never had wards in the first place. Does anyone have their map? For Ward C and Ward Q.
Yeah.
I have ours.
Could you show me?
It's possible that they'll make this make sense. This does not fundamentally
Ward
make
C.
sense.
And this is Ward Q. And this here is the map for Ward D. If you rotate the angles of all three of them...
That's why the shower punishment wasn't immediate, because they were all in the same room. Did we really need a 3D animation of this? It's a pretty straightforward concept, I thought, but hey. So how... Wait, no, so yeah, they were in the same room, they were just getting... They weren't in it at the same time,
believe it.
and that's why we can build the meta timeline where nobody pushes the
Next to
button.
each other?
The decontamination room, the prep room, and the lounge
Yeah.
just looked different.
Why did I not see
So
that coming,
they
if
were
I'm
all
honest?
the same place?
This lounge was shared by members of all three teams.
But then, how did we never bump into each other at some point?
True.
Because your
We all
comings
should
and
have been
goings
right
have
here
been
for the vote at
very
13:30.
much controlled.
I think that was because of this thing here.
The bracelet.
Carlos, where's yours?
I've got it.
Why
Oh,
did
yeah.
you stop and pick it up?
Your left hand.
That seems
I'll explain
like
later.
a choice.
So what about my bracelet?
Could you check your current time?
Yeah, I mean, I always assumed the
Says
watches were a lie.
23:23.
And now, let's have you two check.
Huh? My bracelet says it's 21:23.
So does mine.
Finally, Sigma and I. It's like I thought.
1923.
Yeah, again, we're just
Which one
my
is the right
premise all along has just
That
been
isn't
my
really important.
thinking has just been predicated on what are they taking
That
as
the
gospel
display
when all
time
they
is
have
different
is
for
Zero's
each
word.
team is what's important. How about we use C team's time as a base? That would mean Q team is 2 hours behind, and D team is 4 hours behind. The bracelets have a built-in time lag. In other words, Q team didn't vote at 13:30, but
At 15:30 instead?
yes,
And then D team voted at 17:30.
So you're saying the three teams were never awake at the same times?
Yeah, when one team was awake, the other two were sleeping. Inside the pods.
So that's why none of the teams ever saw each other.
that's all I figured out. But looking at these times, I realized something else.
What's that?
The sleeping drugs in the bracelets for Sigma and I are gonna be injected soon.
How could I forget the 90-minute active time?
But if that's right, then your memories...
Oh, you'll forget everything that just happened.
Not good. What can
Wouldn't
we
they
do?
notice that there were hours of differences between their decisions
worry.
and the announcements of deaths?
I have
No.
an idea.
Because they were asleep. Asleep, memory wiped. They don't know when they wake up. The only frame of reference they have is the watches, which lie.
Wow! This is the transporter room?
Yes. It's just like what I said on our way over.
Do you think this will work?
We won't know until we try. Let's try using what I gave you earlier.
So we don't have to do anything right now.
Right. If we go by Zero's schedule, Q team should already be asleep.
It's time.
Now, it's time for you to sleep. When next you wake, know you will have no memory.
But if we're saying they were all awake at the same time, different times, why are they all
Now,
awake
Sigma.
now?
Got
Oh,
it.
because...
Dreams.
I think it must have worked.
Woohoo! That card thing stopped the injection from the bracelet.
What card thing?
Hey, what is that?
I'll show you. It's not man-made. Some sort of alien intelligence created it.
Oh, right. That
Well,
from
not
the...
that you'd believe me if I told you that.
Why did they never leave themselves notes? Because that would have made some kind of sense. We have a new fragment over with Carlos. We're not playing it now. We are not playing it now. Not happening. Cool. So, we're done. I need to go and let pressure escape from my brain. Okay, that all happened and you were all here to witness it and you can't say it didn't. wrap-up time. Thanks everyone for coming. Thanks you've stayed to the end, means a lot. If you've been watching this, you know where to find me, but just in case, twitch.tv/Serasent. That's SERASENT, the House of Hubris. You'll see that on the title card in a minute. I'm streaming every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 2 PM British time. That is 9 AM Eastern, 6 Pacific. Other time zones are available. And we are continuing with this because you all have to go through it with me, god damn it. Yeah. Cool. If you somehow escape going through any of this with me, you can check out the VODs on my Twitch for 8 weeks after the fact, or if you're especially hungry for it, you can go on my YouTube, which the link is down there-ish. It's youtube.com/users/rf191999, and you can see everything all the way back to the start of the channel, which is almost a year of content now. Throw us a subscription on that. It doesn't cost you anything, and you will get hot, fresh VODs delivered to your subscription feed every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Also, if you like what you see, follow us here on Twitch to get notified when I'm live and what I'm shouting about. And if you think me dealing with this is worth your monetary support, you can, of course, subscribe or cheer on the Twitch, but you very much don't have to. Just turn up, have fun, hang out, all good times. Also, the announcement, for those of you who didn't hear it when I made it when not many people were here on Saturday, I have mentioned it on Twitter. Then, in 13 days, no, 12 days, can't count, the 12th of December, it will be the first anniversary of this channel, which is a terrifying thought because I don't do projects that actually keep going for that long. That never happens. I should have given up by now, but here we are. So I'm running what I'm calling 12-12-12-12 on the 12th of December, running from 12 noon to 12 midnight GMT. I will be streaming. The official schedule will be going up on my Twitter. So if you don't follow that, that's on Twitter at Waruce. That's WARUCE. Official schedule should be going up, touch wood, tonight, once we've got the graphics finalised. But it's going to include me doing a puzzle box and chatting. It will have a full playthrough with guests of Just Shapes and Beats, so we can do some proper Sunday afternoon raving, and then it will have some evening Jackbox with a whole host of excellent guests, at least one of whom is in the chat right now. I'll let you work out who that is. And then me playing more games, chatting, just kind of decompressing, going up to midnight. So 12 hours, 12 to 12, on 12-12, it's 12-12-12-12. Come and watch me slowly go mad. If this game hasn't driven me there already. So yes, check the Twitter for that and give us a follow on there for stream notifications, memes, me shouting about the state of the world, all kinds of things. You hope I prepare by sleeping first? Well, now you say that, funnily enough. If you want to catch me in other projects, then check out twitch.tv/thebardsplayhouse, that's THEBARDSPLAYHOUSE, where you can find me every Saturday night at 6:30 PM Eastern, that is 11:30 British time, because my relationship with sleep is interesting, where I'm in an ongoing Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition chronicle. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We're getting near the end, but there's still plenty of chaos to go. We've been on hiatus for a couple of weeks thanks to life things and Thanksgiving and that. I believe, touch wood, we are back this Saturday. And yes, that does mean, for those of you who are keeping scores, that Saturday after next I will be doing my stream, and then doing my stream in the middle of the night, and then streaming for 12 hours the day after. Although, as two of you have just put channel points into making me say, yes, Emily and Sarah, sleep is good, but I do many things that aren't good. I make bad decisions. This may be one of them. We shall see. I'll have a nap at some point in, you know, over Christmas. It'll be fine. Cool. So, I think that's everything. So, yes, self-care, I know. So, once again, thank you all. And before any of you shout at me to take a nap anymore, I'm going to go away. So, yeah. But seriously, love you all. And I will see you again for more of whatever the hell this is about to throw at us on Thursday. Love you all. Bye.